Hi, welcome. My name's Dana, and for the next hour I'm going to be leading a more vigorous flow. We're going to focus on the side body, so I hope you enjoy it. Please remember that all that I'm doing and demonstrating and suggesting, that they're suggestions only. So modify as you need to. I will give some modifications as we go along, but you need to be kind of the captain of your own ship. You need to make sure that you are being mindful of where you are, how you're feeling, and what restrictions physically that you have that I don't know about. So please be careful. Breathe. The quality of your breath is the indication of the quality of your practice. So we want to make sure that when we're breathing with ease. We're not holding our breath because we're efforting too much. So yeah, be mindful of how the breath is moving through your body. We want to be calm. We usually incorporate Ujjayi breath, so that which is a lengthening of the breath. Maybe lengthening the breath to a count of, say, 5 and eventually 8 on the inhale, and the same on the exhale, so that it gives us a chance to get in and out of an asana, and it allows us opportunity to be in it and sit in it, so that we can adjust and sort of feel these really fine motions as we settle and begin to open into the shape of whatever the asana is that we happen to be practicing. So that being said, find a comfortable seat. Have a block handy. You might need one. If you don't have a block, then have a book that's about the size of a block, hopefully not too heavy though, near you. And yeah, so just please be thoughtful of where you are, how your body is today, this body that you brought to the mat today. It's not yesterday's body, it is today's body. So listen to it, be mindful of what I'm saying, and we'll go on this happy journey together. So as you sit down, root down through the sits bones, lengthen up through the side body, broaden the chest, lengthen the back of the neck, and close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, just feel the breath move in through the softened nostrils, through the softened throat, feeling that breath expand the rib cage, expand the belly. And as you exhale, just let it move out with ease through the softened throat, through the softened nostrils. And begin really to be aware of how the breath is moving, where you're holding it, where it's not traveling to, and where it is traveling to. We want to feel that sense of the breath is permeating our entire body and holding it in an embrace of ease and peace and calm. So try to find that breath. Let the breath breathe you. Let it love you. Embrace you. Relaxing the back of the neck, the base of the skull. Relaxing the shoulders. Softening the belly. Softening the glutes. Allowing yourself to melt into the shape of your skeleton with those shoulders stacked over the hips. Allowing the breath to travel freely, because the rest of your body is in a simple alignment. Root of the tongue is plump. You're relaxing the area around the jaw and the ear and behind the ear. Feeling the lids nice and smooth over the eyes. Relaxing the inner corner of the eyes. And letting that smoothness, that relaxed sense draw down the sides of the nose, under the sides of the tongue, sides of the throat, to lift the chest up. Feeling the exhale move down the back body. Lick your lips and swallow. Lick your lips the other direction and swallow. Open the mouth up wide. Relax. Open the mouth up wide. Relax. One more time. Open up. And relax. Good. Bring your hands together at your heart center in Anjali Mudra. We're going to Om. So you're going to exhale and inhale to Om. Bow your head. If you have an intention for this morning's practice, you can set it now. If you'd like to dedicate your practice to somebody, you can hold them in your heart. And release your hands to your thighs. Inhale, eyes open. All right, so let's go ahead and start in child's pose. Actually, let's do a little, a wide knee child's pose. So take your knees as wide as your mat. Big toes are going to touch. And sit yourselves down. Forehead on the ground. Pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. Pressing the hands down and forward, reaching the hips away, and then roll the shoulders outward. So they're moving toward the outer side body. You feel this external rotation. As you press the hands down and forward even more, pull the belly button to the spine. And then come up onto the finger pads. And from here, inhale, peeking up like a turtle peeking up out of a shell. And exhale, forehead down. Again, inhale, peeking up, and exhaling, and inhaling, and exhaling. One more time, inhaling. As you exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhale through center, and exhale, looking over the left shoulder. Inhale through center, and as you exhale, bring your forehead down on the ground, plant the palms, lift the finger pads off the mat, and reach the body back even more. And then relax the palms down to the ground, and thread the needle, thread that left arm underneath. You're going to look up underneath the right armpit, press the left shoulder into the mat. Walk the right fingers away and feel the twist through the belly as you gaze softly underneath the right armpit. You can make a fist with that left hand, draw towards your face, and then open it up, and then fist to the face, and then open it up, and fist to the face, and open it up, and then walk that hand farther to the right as you drag the shoulder to the left. Should feel a nice little opening between the scapula and the left side of the spine. And then inhale, coming back through center. And you're going to exhale and switch sides. So left shoulder down, walk the right fingertips away from you so you feel length on that left side body. Make a fist with the right hand, draw it towards your face. And then palm open, fingernails to the ground. And fist to the face. And palm open. And fist to the face, and palm open, fist to the face, palm open. Move that hand farther to the left as you drag the shoulder to the right. Good, and inhale, come through center. And we're going to interlace the fingers behind the back and bring those arms off the back body. Just breathe into this particular stretch. Drive the shoulder blades forward toward the spine, or inward toward the spine. Good, and then release the hands. And we're going to walk your body over to that right thigh, stretching both side bodies, but particularly the left side. Trying to keep that left sits bone aiming toward the left heel. Shoulders move away from the ears. And then walk the hands through center and over to the other side. Draping your body over that left leg. Reaching as far as you can. I walk into the wall here, so don't follow what I'm doing, just listen. Reaching as far over to the left as you can as you keep that right sits bone reaching toward the right heel. Good, and come back through center. Nice. Come into your table position. Tuck the toes under, and as you exhale, curve and round, take the spine up to the sky. And inhale, belly drops, head, tail, and shoulders come up. As you exhale, curving and rounding, spine up to the sky. And inhaling, belly drops, head, tail, and shoulders come up. One more time, just like that. Exhaling, curving and rounding. Inhaling. And this time as you exhale, look over the right shoulder and bring the right hip forward. Inhale through center. And exhale, look over the left shoulder, bring the left hip toward the left shoulder. And inhale through center. One more time, just like that. Right shoulder, right hip together. And inhaling. And switching sides. And inhaling through center. So now what we're going to do, another cat tilt. Spine up to the sky, bring the pubic bone toward the belly button. And inhale, belly drops, head, tail, and shoulders come up. We're going to move our hands one hand's distance. Take it back to our puppy pose. So we're stretching the side body, lengthening the lower back, stretching the armpit, chest as you tiger claw the mat. And then inhale, up, curving and rounding. Exhale, cat bow, Ashtanga Namaskara. And inhale, coming up through your table, moving through the belly, taking it back to your puppy pose, forehead on the ground. Again, inhaling up, curving and rounding. Like I said, moving with your intent on the belly here. The belly's doing the work. Your movement back is from the belly first. And move those hips back. And to move forward, pull the belly button to the spine and then extend forward, pulling the belly back as you move forward. Inhaling up. Exhale, take it back. We'll do that one more time. Inhaling up. Exhale, chest, chin forward. Drop it all the way down. Tops of the feet on the mat. Roll the shoulders back. Bhujangasana. Exhaling all the way down with the shoulders shrugged toward the ground. And then roll them back. Lifting up, cobra. Exhaling, taking it down with the shoulders shrugged toward the ground. One more time, rolling it up. Bhujangasana. And exhaling down. Good, we're going to go ahead and extend the right arm long. And we're going to open up the body, just rolling onto that right side. The palms facing down, head's on the ground. You might need it on a block. If the head is up here, then yes, put a block beneath the head. If it's okay for the head to be down, put it there. Then, with the that's the right leg long, you're going to pulse it up to the sky for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to roll back onto our bellies and we're going to move to the second side. So roll to the other side and and bring that extended leg up to the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, come back onto your bellies, hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up, press up through your table, and back, pardon me, to your child's pose. Hands by the feet, make fists with those hands and rotate through the wrists. And rotate the wrists in the other direction. And then inhale up. We're going to come into our gate pose. So I think I'm going to do one gate pose facing this way, and I'll do the other gate pose facing you because I will run into the fireplace. So extend the right leg long, and with that right leg, make sure it's coming straight out of the socket. So it's not coming forward and it's not moving back. Straight out of the socket. The outer blade of the foot is parallel to a line in your room. If this bothers the knee, then go ahead, double up your mat, all right? And also, this is the gate post. This is the gate, this is the gate post. So you want to make sure the gate post is perpendicular to the ground, all right, as opposed to being on an angle, inward or outward, all right? So inhale, take the arms up, and as you exhale, we're going to tip over toward the extended leg. As you move over toward the extended leg, lift up off the bent knee hip. So you're extending the trunk upward to move it over. All right? And breathe. Rooting through the outer edge of that extended leg foot, lifting the inner arch so that you begin to feel it in the groin. And then inhale, take the arm up, and as you exhale, reach over toward the other way. You're reaching, but I'm going to reach into the fireplace, so that's not so good. Ow. That's not terribly yogic of me. Anyway, so extending this upper side body, so this would be just one long line of energy from the tips of the fingers out through the outer edge of that foot. And then inhale, take the arms up. And as you exhale, go ahead, bring the hands forward and take the hips back. Forehead on the ground. And then inhale up through this particular position. Your body's parallel to the ground. And as you exhale, tuck the back toes under and cat bow. Inhale it up. Exhale, take it back. Forehead on the ground. Inhale it up. Exhale, chest chin forward. Inhale it up. Exhale, hips back. One more time. Inhale it up. Exhale, chest chin forward. Inhale it up. Exhale, take it back. Good. Inhale up, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And now what I would like you to do is to take that foot back. Take the right foot back. And you're going to lift it up. And you're going to bring it out to the side. And you're going to lift it up. Bring it out to the side even more. Lift it up. Bring it forward. Drop it down. Lift it up. Bring it forward. Drop it down. Lift it up. Bring it forward. Drop it down. And then move back the other direction. So lift it up. Drop it down. Lift it up. Move it back. Drop it down. Lift it up. Move it back. Drop it down. Lift it up. Take it back. Drop it down. Lift it up. Take it back. Drop it down. Draw back on the bowstring. Circle the wrist. Circle the wrist in the other direction. Circle the arm. And circle the arm in the other direction. Good. Come back through center, back through your table. Exhale, curve and round spine up to the sky. Inhale, belly drops, head, tail, and shoulders come up. As you exhale, look over the left shoulder, left hip forward. Inhale through center, and exhale, switching sides. Inhale through center. So now we're coming to our gate, second side. This is where it's nice to have students in class, because since that thing that I just did was sort of new, people remind me when I forget, and I do appreciate that. Okay, so remember I was saying this is the gate post. The gate post needs to be perpendicular to the ground. The outer edge of that foot is pressing down as you're lifting the inner arch of that foot. So you feel the energy all the way up through the groin. Inhale, take the arms up. And as you exhale, you're lifting the trunk off of the hip girdle as you reach over toward the extended leg. Trying to get nice and long through the side body. Actually, both side bodies. And breathe. Chest is open. And then inhale, take it up. And as you exhale, arching over to the other side, lengthening that side body. And remember, you should feel a long line of energy from the tips of these fingers all the way down to the outer edge of that extended foot. Just one long parallel line, parallel on an angle line. Good. Then inhale, take the arms forward, and as you exhale, reach the hands forward, take the hips back. Inhale up, exhale, cat bow. Inhale up, take it back. Inhale up, exhale, cat bow. Inhale up, exhale, take it back. Inhale up, exhale, forward. Inhale up, exhale, take it back. Last time. Inhale up, exhale, take it forward. Inhaling up, exhale, take it back. Good. Inhale, come up, and we're going to pivot. So we're going to have that extended foot in line with the arch with the toes, the forward. Draw back on the bowstring. And then you're going to place that hand down. And what I want you to do is to lift the leg up, and you're going to bring it forward slightly and tap. Lift it up, bring it forward slightly, and bring it down. Lift it up, bring it forward slightly, and bring it down. Lift it up, bring it forward slightly, and bring it down. Lift it up, bring it forward slightly, and drop it down. Lift it up, bring it forward, and drop it down. Oh my goodness. I feel something. Inhale it up. We're going to move back the other direction. Take it back. Drop it down. Lift it up. Take it back. Drop it down. Lift it up. Take it back. Drop it down. Lift it up. Take it back. Drop it down. Lift it up. Take it back. Drop it down. Last time. Lift it up. Take it back. Drop it down. Draw back on the bowstring. Circle the wrist. Circle the wrist in the other direction. And circle the arm. Circle the arm in the other direction. Beautiful. Come back into your table position. Fingers are spread. Knees are underneath the hips, toes are tucked under. Exhale, curve and round spine up to the sky. Inhale, belly drops. As you exhale, look over the left shoulder, left hip forward. Inhale through center. And as you exhale, switching sides. Inhale through center. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little glute work, which is definitely going to get into the IT band in one of these motions. And hopefully it'll have you smiling and happy. So lift the left leg up. So the thigh bone is parallel to the ground, knee is bent. Pulse that foot up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up, pulse it higher for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Externally rotate it, keep the thigh parallel to the ground, and pulse it forward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it close, pulse it closer for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees to touch. Here it gets really beautiful. Lift it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up, pulse it higher for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees down. Knees separate a little bit more. How does that feel? And circle the hips. I can just imagine what you're saying about how that feels. Very good. All right, switch the direction of those circles. And we're going to move to the second side. But before we do, turn my fireplace off. And lift now the opposite leg up. Thigh bone is parallel to the ground. Foot is reaching to the ceiling, and pulse it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up, pulse it higher for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Externally rotate it at the hip and bring that knee forward toward the elbow for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse it closer for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees to touch and lift it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up, pulse it higher for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holy mackerel. I know. Take the hips back. Circle. Do what you need to do. Just don't run to the bathroom. That's what people do. Oh no, what is she going to do next? I think I'll go wait in line out there. And go back into your child's pose. Breathing into the back body, make fists with those hands, rotate the wrists. Rotate the wrists in the other direction. And walk the hands as far forward as you can, keeping the hips and heels glued together. Then come up onto your knees, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up into your downward facing dog. Just walk your dog. Shifting the hips, opening up, bending a knee. Please make my hair in my eye. Good. And bend the knees, drop the hips over to the right side. And bring the hips up. Bend the knees. Drop the hips over to the other side. Bring the hips up. Straighten those legs. And now, take the hips with a straight leg over to the right side. And lift it up. And take it over to the left side with straight legs. And lift it up. Good. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Grab your elbows. Let yourselves hang forward. Shake the head in the no direction. And then the yes direction. Good. Inhale, Ardha. Exhaling, Uttanasana. Again, inhaling, Ardha. Your feet are hip distance apart here. Exhaling, Uttanasana. Inhaling, Ardha. As you exhale, walk your hands back to the front of your mat so that you're coming back into your downward facing dog. Bring the big toes together. Inhale, take the right leg up. And now stack the hips. Keep reaching the right heel up to the sky. Elevate onto the left tiptoe. And then bend the knee. Point the toes behind you. Inhale, take it up. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly bring it forward to touch the opposite elbow. And then slowly, this is core work, slowly, slowly unwind, stack. Exhale, bend the knee, point the toes behind you. Inhale, take it up. And slowly, slowly, slowly draw it forward. Draw it forward, hovering in between the elbows, and pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly take it back up. Stack it. Bend the knee, point the toes. And then inhale, take it up. Again, slowly, slower, slowly, slowly. Bring it to touch the same elbow. And then slowly, slowly, slowly take it up, stack it. Exhale, bend the knee, point the toes behind you. Inhale, take it up. And as you exhale, sweep it underneath the body and draw back on the bowstring, opening the chest up. As you exhale, sweep it under the body for 5. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, under for 4. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, under for 3. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, under for 2. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, under for 1. Inhale, open it up. And as you exhale, plant the hand. You can bring the hip down. Make sure that this leg is coming straight out of the hip socket like we did our gate pose. And then lay yourselves down, twisting, trying to bring the chest more in line with the front of the mat. And breathe. Now, if you're tired of just sort of sitting here like this, feel free to you can do some push-ups this way, keeping the hip down. You can bring the hip up and do sit-up or push-ups this way, or just stay down. Whatever rocks your world right now so you can catch your breath and reconnect with the feeling that you're feeling through your body. Then, go ahead, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Do lift the hips up. Draw back on the bowstring and drop the hips down for 5 and up, 4 and up, 3 and up, 2 and up, 1 and up. Bring that hand down. Sweep that right leg up, stack the hip, bend the knee, drop back into your wild thing. Opposite arm overhead, circle the wrist. And circle the wrist in the other direction. Circle the arm. Circle the arm in the other direction. And bring that hand down. Sweep that right leg up. Three-legged plank. Three-legged chaturanga. Drop it down. Urdhva Mukha. Back to your Adho Mukha. Svanasana. From here, let's take a break because we know where we're going to go. Come into your child's pose and allow yourself to melt. Breathing into the back body. Maybe massaging the wrists, rotating them, pressing them into the mat. Whatever you need to do. All of this can also be done on the elbows, most of it until we start the turning part. So if you need to give your wrists a break, you can come into your dolphin and do the knee to elbow, knee to nose portion. So from your child's pose, hips and heels are glued together. Walk the hands as far forward as you can. Spread the fingers like starfish. Coming up into your table, tuck the toes under, back into your dog. So we're switching to the second song. We'll bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, take the left leg up. Stack the left hip. As you exhale, bend the knee, point the toes behind you. And inhale, take it up. And slowly, slowly, slowly. The slower you go, the more core work. Bring it to touch the opposite knee, your elbow. Inhale, slowly take it up, stacking. Exhale, bend the knee, point the toes, opening that hip up. Inhale, take it up. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly bring it forward. Hovering at elbow level and then pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push the hands down and forward as you slowly take it up, stacking the hips. Exhale, bend the knee. Whoops. Point the toes behind you. Inhale, take it up. And slowly bring it forward to touch the same elbow. And slowly take it up. And stack it. And as you exhale, bend the knee. Point the toes behind you. Pardon me. Inhale, take it up. And sweep it underneath the body. Move over a little bit. And draw back on the bowstring. Opening the chest up. And as you exhale, sweep it under the body for 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. And then bring the hand down. Bring the hip down. Leg is coming right out of the socket. You can rest here. Stacking the hands. Trying to bring the right hip closer to the inner left thigh. If you'd like some more vigorous work, you can do some push-ups. Or you can hang out here. And push-ups, you can do them 2 different ways. Keeping the hip down and just sort of working on your chaturanga arms here. Inhaling up, exhaling down. That's quite nice. Or if you like a little bit more, rooting through the outer edge of that, the leg that's moving out to the side, lift the hips up and do your push-ups this way. Whatever works for you, feel free to take some time and explore your options. done, come back to this position so you can take a couple breaths at least. Relaxing. And then, hands underneath the shoulders. You're going to sweep that leg up, stack it, drop it back into your wild thing, drawing back on the bowstring, lifting the chest up, and from here you're going to drop it down for 5, and up, 4, and up, 3, and up, 2, and up, 1, and up. Plant the hands, sweep that leg up to the sky, and 3-legged plank, 3-legged chaturanga, drop it down, Urdhva Mukha, Adho Mukha. Shake the head in the no direction. Fingers are spread, pressing down to the base of the index and the base of the thumb. Hips to the ceiling, shoulders to the outer side body. And breathe. Go back to that energy looping. So you visualize balls of energy coming up through your hands, up to your hips, exhaling it down the leg, through the ground, inhaling it up to the hip, exhaling it down the leg, through the ground, and just continuing. Trying to find your happy place here in your downward facing dog. If this is too much for you, if you need to take a break, not that it's too much, just rest in child's pose. Good. Coming back into your downward facing dog if you were in child's pose. We're going to bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, take the right leg up, stack the right leg on top of the left. As you exhale, bend the knee, point the toes behind you. Inhale, take it up, and as you exhale, you're going to sweep it to the outside of the left hand. It's possible maybe you need some blocks here to bring the hands onto something. So we want this forward leg to be straight. So grab your blocks, grab your books, whatever you need. Back heels off the ground. So hopefully you can feel this through the IT band and also through the inner groin. You're rooting through the moon of the big toe here and the moon of the inner heel. But while you're rooting down there, you're lifting this inner arch. So that foot's very active. Inhale, flat back, parallel to the ground. As you exhale, bring your body closer. Sorry, hair tickling to the knee. Inhaling, parallel to the ground. Exhaling, laying the body on the leg. Inhaling, and exhaling, and inhaling. So move with your breath. This is an inhalation, and taking the body onto the leg is an exhalation. You're moving the right hip back, the left hip forward, so you're tweezing the groins together. Next time you come up, go ahead and land the left hand. Make sure it's planted. You're going to draw back on the bowstring. Taking that right hand up to the sky, maybe turning to look up to the hand in the sky. From here, we're going to come into our Revolved Artichandrasana. So place the top hand on the side body or on the back body, and then tiptoe, whoopsie, and then you're going to tiptoe forward, bringing the left hand down, the left leg is parallel to the ground, and again, opening up the chest, stacking the shoulders, energy through the extended leg heel. Opening the chest, just stay at the fingers in the sky.
Good, bring the hand down, stepping back, swing that leg up, and feel free just to move that leg however you wish, that you need to wipe that slate clean. Good. Bring that foot down, and we're going to switch sides. So extend the left leg long, stacking the hips, bend the knee, and then inhale, take the leg up and sweep it to the outside of the right hand. Again, you might need props here. You might need to have blocks underneath your hands. So we want this forward leg to be straight. Back heels off the ground, and you're rooting down through the moon of the big toe and the inner heel. All right? Move my hair over. And then inhale, flat back, tweezing the groins together so this left hip is moving back while the right hip is moving forward. All right? And as you exhale, folding over the forward leg. And then inhale, parallel to the ground, and exhaling. And inhaling, and exhaling. So continue, just moving on your breath. Inhale is parallel to the ground. Exhale, laying your body closer to the forward leg. One more time, up and down. Next time you're up, we're going to walk tiptoe forward. Right hand comes forward of the big toe. Energy through the heel of the right foot. The leg is parallel to the ground. Draw back on the bowstring. Coming into Revolved Artichandrasana. Then bring the hand down, tiptoe back, sweep the left leg up into the sky, regular low or three-legged vinyasa. Good. From your downward facing dog, take your feet as wide as your mat. We're going to twist, right hand for the left ankle, twisting to look underneath the left armpit. And come back through center and switching sides. And come back through center. Bring the knees to the ground and come into a child's pose. Forehead on the ground. Let yourselves melt. Good. Hands underneath the shoulders. Press yourselves up. I'm going to come and sit down on your bottoms. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go into Badocronasana, and then we're going to make it a little bit more challenging. So hands behind you, lift the chest up, bring the hips closer toward the heels and open the toes up. Lift the chest, broaden the chest, tuck the chin so the back of the neck is long. Drawing the elbows down toward the ground. You want to butterfly those knees, go for it. I think I should probably give some options here. So then sit down, move your hips back slightly. So option one, you can, let's see. Option one, double pigeon. So you might need a block. I'll grab a block to demonstrate where you might need a block.
So forward knee is parallel to one side of your mat. And you take the opposite leg and stack it on top like Lincoln logs. It's very possible this leg's going to be up here. So if it is, then take a block and put it somewhere where you can have the leg not floating in space. Because when we float in space, it makes us nervous. And we tighten up. When we tighten up, that's sort of the opposite direction of where we want to go with our yoga practice. We want to feel held. So we feel held with our breath. We feel held with our good intentions. And so that is reflected in our asana. So don't let your body parts hang in space. So this is one option. And in this option, you can sit forward. Maybe you're fine with stacking your knees, but you'd like a block under the head. Maybe you put the block here. Maybe you have a block and use your hands. So that's one option. The other option is to take the right knee into the chest, cross it over into the hip crease, bend the left knee, and reach the left arm up, walk it around, go for your bind, and sit yourselves forward. So two options of a forward fold with some hip opening. But you have to pick which one works for you. If neither one of those works, then enjoy your Badocronasana. And maybe you fold forward in your Badocronasana. But we're running out of time, so we have to go to the second side. So if you're doing your double pigeon, remember you're stacking your shin bones on each other, using the block where you need to. If you're going to go along on this ride with me, you're bending the left knee, placing the foot in the right hip crease. You're going to bend the right knee, making sure you've got about a little bit of space here. You're going to inhale, take the right arm up. As you exhale, lean forward so you can get the armpit beyond the knee to come into your bind. And then inhale, lift and lengthen. As you exhale, folding forward. So there's three options here that are going to help you kind of get into a very deep hip position. Wherever you are, try to relax and let yourself melt into the position. When you're ready, release, inhale, come up, unwind, unbind, and straighten the legs. Rub those beautiful hips, the outer leg, the IT band, quad, calves, feet. Good, and onto your backs, please. For our Shavasana, if you need to do one more spinal before we get into it, feel free. Or what might be a nice release for your lower back is just to come into this simple bridge position and press the lower back into the mat. Just press it down. Keep everything else as soft as possible. And then relax it. Let the lordotic curve return. So you have a little curve where like a little baby mouse can go underneath your back. And then press the lower back down again. Maybe you bring the knees together, which feels actually quite delicious. So the feet are out, knees together, pressing the lower back into the mat, and then release. And one more time, press the lower back down, bring the knees to touch. And release, bring the knees into the chest, head and shoulders up off the mat. And then head and shoulders back, extend the left leg long, pierce the ground with the heel. Do the same with the right. Robot arms, press the elbows down, roll the shoulders under. Release, relax those arms. Relax your trunk. Let the legs be heavy into the mat. And close your eyes. Begin to bring your awareness deep in the spaces of your bodies by deepening your breath, licking your lips and swallowing, and gently rock the head side to side. Begin to wiggle the fingers and toes, and stretch the arms overhead, stretching long and tall from the tips of the fingers down to the bottoms of the toes. And then bring one knee into the chest, giving it a hug. Bring the other knee in, giving both knees a hug, appreciating your bodies for the magnificent gifts that they are to you and that you are in each one of us. Then let go of your knees and roll to your side. And while you're there with your eyes shut, think of 3 things you're grateful for today. And then keeping the eyes closed, press yourself up to a comfortable, dynamic seat. And bring your hands together at your heart center in Anjali Mudra. We'll share a breath, so exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. And as you exhale, bring your hands back to your heart center. Bow your head, honoring yourself, your community, this tradition of yoga. Hands to the brow, signifying right thoughts. To the lips for right words. And to the heart for right actions. Namaste.